Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching me from. My name is Dr. Obiorah Mbah, Igbo, reaching you from Nkolo Mahadum. Thank you for joining me. This morning at Nkolo Mahadum. Just give me a second. Let me make some adjustments here. Okay. I think it's better now. So thank you for joining me. My name is Dr. Obiorah Mbah, reaching you from Nkolo Mahadum, Wisdom University. Today's date is our market in the 4th month of Igbo calendar, which is lunar calendar. In the Roman Catholic calendar, today is May 16th, 2024. Like we always advise you at Nkolo Mahadum, always follow your local calendar. Your local calendar is the original calendar given to you by your ancestors. That is your own. Always follow it. Other cultures follow theirs. That is the right thing to do. The title of today's lecture is How the British is Using Indirect Rule to Rule Nigeria up to today. The title of today's lecture is How the British is Ruling Nigeria till today with indirect rule. Indirect rule is using our own people to rule us. That's what we want to explain to you today. Before we continue, we want to let you know that in Nkolo Mahadum, we do a presentation in support of the upcoming Memorial Day being organized by IPOB. The people that we lost during the Biafran Nigerian war, and the people we keep losing up to today, people we keep losing up to today. We do a memorial, we join IPOB to celebrate the upcoming celebration. And so, Britain, after they conquered the land and, imposed their cultures on us and took our people to farm for them, this time, from towards the end of the 18th century, they actually came by themselves to take over everything we have, using our people in the name of indirect rule. And so you should know that from 1886 to 1899, that Nigeria was being ruled by the company called Royal Niger Company. Royal Niger Company was the company ruling Nigeria, managing everything in Nigeria. The crown, which is the British crown, actually took over from the Royal Niger Company in the 1900s. And in 1914, that was when they amalgamated, that is, put together, the Southern and the Northern Protectorates. That's when Lord Lugard, Frederick Lord Lugard, put the Southern and the Northern Protectorate together as a country. Even at that, all the tribes, all the ethnicities that live in Nigeria are still doing things on their own way, based on their own culture, based on their own value system. And then the British actually took part in several wars to suppress our people, to control our people. They went to war. In Yoruba land, they fought there. In Edo, they fought there. In Igbo land, they fought. And in all these wars, a lot of our people were killed. A lot of our ancestors were killed in order to suppress them, in order for them to take over the country, our land. And after they have successfully taken over the land, after they have killed, some kings were sent to exile, many people were killed, a lot of houses were burned down, a lot of things destroyed. They now use our people through indirect rule to continue to rule us from that period. Then they reorganized the country such that they were using lieutenant governors, what they call lieutenant governors, to oversee like the northern region, the western region, and the eastern region. And the lieutenant governors were the people that were overseeing these regions on behalf of the British government, on behalf of the colonial masters. And these lieutenant governors are our people. They are our people working for the British. Also, following the lieutenant governors, they use like the chiefs, like the emirs in the north. The traditional rulers were used. Emirs in the north, Obas in Yoruba land in the west, and then in the east. You know, the eastern people, the Igbo people, doesn't have a lot of chiefs like the north and the west. And so they introduced what they call warrant chiefs by giving people chieftaincy. Just like they continue to give people chieftaincy today. The people they call autonomous chieftaincy in our land, like in Igbo land. And I ask, how can you be a chief of an autonomous region or community, but you don't have control of the resources? So they use our people to help them to hold us to ransom. That's what they've been doing since they came, more especially from the 1900s when they took over everything. They took over all the resources. They know what is going on. They give licenses for those that mine your resources. up to date. And so, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and share our program from Colonization. Colonization is here to educate you, to give information in Biafran and African perspective. And so the success of the British in our land today is as a result of our people, our compromised people, working for them. They are using them in form of indirect rule to hold every other person hostage. They have autocratic powers. They have power. They give them power, autocracy, to suppress and subdue any opposition. And that's what they've been doing up to today. Even when Awo and Zik and others are fighting for independence, what did they achieve? At the end of the day, what did they achieve? Nothing but flag independence. Flag independence without no economic independence. Everything is modeled for you to be dependent on the colonial master. And that's why our people are suffering today. So it is flag independence. Flag independence means you are still working for the colonial master. Britain is still in charge of Nigeria today, up to today as we speak. All these things you see in Nigeria, the cost system, the election, and all the what they call democracy, is not actually democracy. These people are working. They are working for Britain. Don't you see all the noise going on about the visit of Prince Charles? Last time when he came? When he came, remember, when Prince Charles came, he also went to the north. He went to the north because those are the people that kind of the main people that they entrusted Nigeria to. He went to the Fulanis. Did he come to the east? The answer is no. He didn't come to the east. And even when Prince Harry visited few days ago, Prince Harry and Duchess, the son of Prince Charles, he went to the north. The people that they believe that are closer to them, the people that they handed over the country to, the people that are on the ground overseeing the country for them, working for them. That's why Harry went over there. Did Harry come to Biafra land? Did you see him in Biafra land? The answer is no. He never came to you. He went to the people that are working for them. Because if you come to Nigeria, the Fulanis are the special friend of the British, are the special friend to the British. And that's why they handed the country over to them. And then the Fulanis in turn select people from the West and the East, our people, our Biafran people, who are also answerable to the Fulanis and to Britain. One takeaway from today's lecture, you should know, is that what you are seeing in most African countries and other places and more so in Nigeria. What you call democracy is not actually democracy. It's autocracy. It's autocracy. But they massage it. They hide it under democracy. Autocracy hidden under democracy. That's what we have in Nigeria. That's what is going on. So your governors, your state House of Assembly members, your National Assembly, your president, all of them are working for the British. They're working for the British. That is how the British is managing Nigeria up to today as we speak. Again, I want you to know that at Nkola Mahadum Wisdom University, we present issues to you from Biafran and African perspective so that you know what is going on. Don't be deceived by people that you see as your people, that they are working for you. They are not working for you because you don't have freedom. You don't have economic freedom. Even the political freedom you have, don't you see how they are running the elections? Do you have free and fair elections? Is your foreign institutions working? All those institutions created by Britain, are they working in Nigeria? Sometimes when you go to call the police want you to buy gas, buy fuel for them. You have to give them bribe first before they come. You go to institute lawsuits in the court. You want to sue somebody in the court in Nigeria, you first of all give bribes before you can get a court date. Isn't that what is going on? Don't you see the corrupt judiciary we have over there? Don't you see all the lies and mago they are doing there? You think they are for you? They are not for you. That's what Nkola Mahadum wants you to know. Our people working with the British government under indirect rule in Biafra land, in Nigeria, in Africa, are not working for you. They are responsible to Britain. Because all of them, if not most of them, swear to protect the integrity of Nigeria. And who created Nigeria? Britain. You don't have freedom unless you have your own freedom, unless you fight for your freedom. A freedom gotten by you, where you will be making decisions for your people, not influenced or pressured by a colonial master. That's when you will know that you're free. Where you can do whatever you want without anybody questioning you. Where you can do something for your people without thinking about what somebody that lives 6,000 or 5,000 miles away will think about. That's when you will know that you're free. And so, Nkola Mahadum is presenting this lecture to you today to let you know that all these people you see in Biafra land working for the government, in the Nigerian government, they are working for Britain. They are the people Britain is using to accomplish their indirect rule. That's what you should take away from today's lecture. It is very, very important that you know that. Everything going on will also let you see that it is true. If it's not true, how will we go through all this election rigging in the last election, where somebody clearly won the election and everything was done to take it away from him? And all the lies from the government? You should know that. See things the way it should be seen. Don't bend it. Don't turn it around. Don't do what they call political correctness. Political correctness means you are lying just to be accepted. We don't do that at Nkola Mahadum. We say it the way we say it. We call it the way we say it. So Nkola Mahadum is telling you today that the success of colonial masters in Africa is because they are using our people to rule us. If you come down to Biafra land, you know that Biafra land, we are not structured with chiefs like before, like we have it now. We're not structured like that. Every village makes their own. Every Umunna self come to Umunna family, from Umunna to village to community. That's how Igbo land is structured. We're not structured with a lot of kingships. Only few communities practice actual kingship. That's why they impose the warrant chiefs. That's why they impose the warrant chiefs. We don't have chiefs. Okay, all these chiefs you have now in Biafra land, what are they doing for us? Are they really providing any development? No. The government is paying them. The government owns them. They're working for the government, not for you. And now they introduce another one, the PGs. The PGs is another bureaucracy they introduce. The colonial masters to control you. In all the towns and villages of Igbo land, what has PGs, positive contribution of the PGs? What have the PGs contributed positively in Igbo land? These are creations of the British, our people, being used to suppress us, to keep us down, to make sure that we don't rise. They are all working for Britain. They are all working for the colonial masters. Whether you see them in Ghana, whether you see them in Sierra Leone, whether you see them in Kenya or in Rwanda, they are all working for the British people. Don't you hear the president of Rwanda saying that he will accept refugees from Britain? Why should he be doing so? That will tell you. They are working for the British people, for the colonial masters. We don't have true freedom. That's why the colonial masters, including Britain, that's how they are succeeding in our land. They are succeeding because our people are working for them. And before we continue, we must beg you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our program, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and comment. Let's know how you're feeling about our lectures. Because we are selecting lectures that you neglect. You don't feel it. Maybe that person is your neighbor, or your brother, or your friend working for the British government, and you will not know, because you think that your friend, your neighbor, your family member is benefiting because he or she is benefiting. Is that why you shouldn't call a spade a spade? You should let him know that this is what he's doing, that we know. And he should stop it right now. He should stop it. We need Biafran freedom. We need African freedom from colonial masters. Our people should stop. We should stop serving these foreign colonial masters to the detriment of our land, to the detriment of our own people, to the detriment of our development. And like we have said at Nkolo Mahadum, everything we do here, we shall be keeping it short so that you have time to listen to our lecture, assimilate it, and take action. Understand what is going on. And when you understand what is going on, you can know how to deal with them. You can know how to survive. Knowing that until we have our freedom, our independence from colonial masters, we are not actually free. And all our people working for them should understand this, that it is benefiting them today, that you are a beneficiary today, doesn't make it right. How about the rest of the people? How about our integrity? The integrity of our people, of the Biafran people, of Africans, so that we can have equal rights when we sit on the table amongst nations of the world. And with this, we shall be bringing today's lecture to an end. Again, my name is Dr. Obiorah Mbah, Igbo Weze. Before we end, we must advise you to support Eastern Security Network. Eastern Security Network created by our leader, the best trusted, tested and trusted leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, created Eastern Security Network to save you, to stay in the bushes, in our farmlands, in the forests, to clear all the Fulani herdsmen and terrorists out of those places so that our people can be free, so that we cannot be Fulanized in future. Please do so. If you do so, then you're a great Biafran. And with this, in Nkolo Mahadum, we end today's lecture. Thank you very much for listening and have a great day.